Good morning, folks. Great to see you all again. Well, what is today anyway? Today's Tuesday. Yes, it is. February 7th, 2023. I got a guy from New York here. He's an auditor. Typical, typical numbnuts with a camera. He goes to a building where he's not wanted. He gets into a scuffle with somebody there. He ends up getting trespassed, refuses to leave, gets arrested. You know the story, because his rights. Anyway, let's get on with the video.
Hey there.
I'm going to give you a brief synopsis of what's going on.
Okay.
The gentleman came in here and started filming the building.
Okay.
I told him, you can't film the building. He said, yes, I can. So we went back and forth for like 15 minutes. He followed all the procedures to go through the machine, cleared. I can't stop him.
Right.
Legally, I can't.
Right.
So he wasn't physically or anything. So he went upstairs. He started filming the building upstairs. He was in the third floor county clerk's building. And I guess I was down here, but they said that a gentleman up there got annoyed, slapped the phone out of his hand. Now the gentleman who was filming wants him arrested.
So here we have another unemployed auditor running around with his little camera and his little camera pole and his little 2-inch pecker. And he wants to get an employee that actually works for a living fired because he heard his little fee-fees. Isn't that too sad? That's the problem with these auditors. They're so good. They're just hypocrites. They hate the police, but who do they call when they have a problem? They call the police to get the police to fix it because somebody hurt their little feelings. Anyway, let's go on.
That's right.
I know, and the gentleman said I just got annoyed that he was doing it to me.
No, unfortunately, it's his First Amendment right.
You're right. There's nothing.
I dealt with it. I think it's the same guy. He was over at the post office in Mount Pleasant. I dealt with him 2 days ago.
Oh, okay.
And they got upset with him there, and I told him.
There's nothing we can do.
It's First Amendment.
That is so wrong. He's interfering with their public duties. That's what he's doing. He's not just walking around taking pictures. He's being a nuisance. He's stopping everybody from working, but this cop will finally figure it out.
As long as he's in a public place, filming general goings on, he can do that.
I guess the gentleman up there got mad and swatted the phone.
All right.
There's starting from the sheriff's office and another sheriff up there, deputy sheriff.
Were you all here when that gentleman was out there? So what went on?
Well, basically, he was walking around. I thought he was talking to somebody.
Okay.
He was holding it up, so I thought, well, you know how you show people where you are.
Yeah.
But then he stood there. I said, stood there just looking this way. I said, are you talking with someone or taping us? And that's when he said that he has the right to do what he wants. I don't even remember exactly what he said.
Independent journalist and film anything he wants here.
And we said, you really, because I was always under the impression you needed signatures to take. And that's all I wanted to know is what he was doing.
Yeah, and then you wanted our names.
As long as he's filming in a public building from publicly accessible areas, it's well within his First Amendment.
Even if because I know in school they always have signatures and everything else. They don't do it.
If he's just filming general goings on, there's nothing we can do.
Okay.
All right, from publicly accessible areas in a public access building.
All right.
All right.
Say, is that case in the place? Oh, there's just a bunch of women here. I'm going to come back. And
Yeah, he was belligerent.
You don't know.
He was arrogant.
Well, yeah, he
was asked by one of the county deputies to stop.
He unfortunately doesn't have to. He was in. I had him. He was in the post
Here he is
office.
again. I don't want to be filmed.
According to this officer's own words, this guy can do whatever he wants. He can be obnoxious. He can cuss at the women. He can throw things at him. He can do whatever he wants as long as he's doing it from a publicly accessible area, which is totally wrong. This is a bad cop, folks. This is a bad policeman right here. You wonder why I never show bad cops? Well, I'm showing you one now. Anyway, let's move on.
Okay.
So, excuse me.
All right.
integrity is informing them that I have a right to do this. So, Officer Stockman, if you could just speak to the one lady.
I did.
You know, because she needs to be aware of this.
But the other caveat with that is...
I know we talked about this the other day. I'm not recording transactions or anything
No,
like that.
but if a specific individual tells you they don't want to be filmed, you need to respect that.
Not if they work for the public.
That's not true. If a specific individual tells you they don't want to be
Actually,
filmed...
I have a right to report public officials and public employees while
Receive 1420.
while they're conducting their duties. Okay, I already know my rights. I have a right to do this. You know what I mean? Like, they're the ones who violated my rights for no reason. I was here. I was exercising my rights quietly.
Box appears negative.
The only one who didn't even say nothing is this young lady right here.
That's fine.
That's okay.
933.
I don't know. New York State laws about consent to
933,
film.
go
I
ahead.
don't know what they. I don't know what they are.
We can say we're not comfortable.
Spoke to the caller, and we'll
Which
be
I told
here
him,
now.
but and he knows,
Receive
he knows,
1421.
but public employees, in the course of their regular duties, he has the right to film from publicly accessible areas.
So you can stand there all day and just with this camera.
However, if you're recording someone and they say they are uncomfortable with being recorded or having their picture taken, I don't believe he then has the right to violate someone else's rights if they don't want to have their picture taken or being.
It is a single, what they call a single party
933
consent,
direct
which I tried to
5517.
explain to him.
Okay.
As long as one person's aware of it, then the other person, right? Isn't that the case?
Yeah.
All right. So then we can basically vacate the premises if we're uncomfortable with being.
You want to meet us at Jerry
Basically,
Brown?
which is what you did. You just left the area, which is about all you can do, unfortunately.
So she can't do her job effectively because he's recording her.
Well, that's the thing is, then it gets into gray area, and it's a can of worms. Whereas now you're impeding your duties and keeping you from doing your job.
Right.
So it took this lady to explain to this cop that he's impeding their duties. She can't whip out this confidential paperwork, start working on it while he's standing there with a camera. This cop couldn't figure that out on his own. He has to be told by someone else. But thank God he was open to criticism, because it gets better.
Which is
My question.
my
is-
job to articulate.
Yeah.
If
We have documents that people are filing and continually doing that are not.
which he
public.
can't film transactions, like he can't stand over you while you're. But if he's in a publicly accessible area, just film his general goings on.
Will be accessible, and you can see.
He can
Documents like
film
birth
and zoom in on their desk to see what documents are on there.
Well, I think you've already gotten the gist of this conversation and how it's going, so I'm going to skip ahead quite a bit because this goes on forever. Needless circular conversation.
The only remedy I could see would be to have him removed. That can't happen, is what you're saying.
No, it can, because now it becomes harassment because you all feel annoyed, harassed, and alarmed.
Let's do that then.
If you want to do that,
1, 2, 3, go.
He's just
Okay.
standing there making everybody add one out of
This is ridiculous.
which
She's
is
the one. She's the one that does.
The blonde lady is just exasperated. This is ridiculous. She's exactly right. It's ridiculous to stand in here for this conversation went on for 20 minutes before they finally came to some kind of an idea on what we could probably do, and it's the cop holding up all the bullshit. You find the problem, you cut the problem out, you move on with your day. Very simple.
Making everybody add one out of
This is ridiculous.
which help the deputies.
Sure.
If he refuses or comes back, then it becomes trespassing.
Okay.
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 Thank you.
I'm here because I was assaulted. I'm recording in public.
All right, Daniel.
I just smacks my phone. I'll explain
I
that.
don't think I've
Okay.
a problem with myself.
So I know.
Just look at this clown. He looks like he ought to be standing behind a barber chair somewhere, trimming people's hair for a living. Instead, he's out doing this nonsense, aggravating people. The guy's an idiot. Daniel the idiot, special ed from New York.
Like I explained to them, generally you have the right to be here, okay? None of these
Receive
employees feel
1427.
comfortable being filmed, which has caused them to have to step away from their desks, okay?
Did you inform them?
I did, but, alright, let me finish, alright? Now I'm here and I have to deal with it. Okay, so, the part, like I said, is you are not allowed to interfere with the course of their duties. Hold on, I'm not done. See how nobody here is up working and all that there because they don't understand?
That's not true. This is.
I can articulate that and I will.
Can
so
I
now,
speak now?
Nope. I'm here.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Now I have to do my job. Okay.
So
Now I'm asking you to
Alright.
leave
Why?
because
Oh,
you're interfering with their duties.
Do you know? All right. I just.
Okay, put on your seatbelts. I'm picking to speed this conversation, this endless conversation Daniel's going to try to have. I'm going to try to double the speed on it and see if we can get through this in a reasonable time.
Let me explain this to you.
Daniel,
Could
listen,
you just
we've
listen?
been civil.
I actually got to say my name out in public. You know what I mean? For
Okay.
my privacy. That's
well,
fine.
I'll record it
That was a slip up.
okay?
But listen, I just want to let you know.
You can let me know anything you want.
That you know that I'm engaged in a constitutionally protected activity. Okay.
Except
listen.
when you're
If you
interfering-
Hold on. If you interfere with it, all right, you're committing a federal felony.
Then you have every right to
I'm just
speak.
letting you know that.
Okay.
So please don't make that mistake. And
Well,
please let
don't
me
make the
also
mistake
say,
of not leaving when I'm
listen,
asking you to.
Listen. You can ask me. I can respectfully decline.
And I
because
will.
I haven't done that.
And I
But
will
explain.
detain you. And
34 Hamilton
You
Street.
detain me for leaving?
For domestic
I'm not
cross
leaving?
Correct, at that point you're trespassing.
Street.
You know that'd be unlawful detainment, right?
I don't believe so, and I will articulate that.
So you want to open the
Yes, sir. I will
open
do that
the
if I need
litigation
to. I will do that if I need to.
Okay, so let me explain before I answer, okay? While I'm here reporting, which I have a right to do, and you explain that to them. I never approached them, I never interfered with anything, I never spoke to them. And I can prove that with the recording.
Okay.
Okay, listen, you asked me to listen, and I listened to you. Please listen.
Because you keep telling the same story over
Because
and
I
over
have a
again.
right to explain what actually happened, and I didn't commit a crime, I didn't do anything, so please listen, okay? So, I'm right here.
All right,
Hold on, sir, please.
I
Can you just
don't.
please be reasonable?
I don't need the play-by-play of your activities
Okay,
here.
so while I'm here, they approached me and asked me what was happening or what I'm doing. Okay, they're interfering with me, with my business. I didn't interfere with them. So with that being said, I'm going to respectfully not leave. I'm going to say no because I didn't do anything. I'm going to finish up gathering my content.
And I'm going to escort you out of here.
For what?
The reasons I told you.
So all right,
Listen,
let's be
these
clear.
folks are in
Let's be
here
clear.
to conduct a transaction.
Let's be clear. Are you ordering
employees-
me to leave
I am.
under threat of arrest?
I am.
Really? I thought you said I was just going to be detained. Now it's under threat of arrest.
That's what detainment means.
Photography is not a crime!
Okay, well, I am going to decline because I haven't done nothing wrong. Okay, like I said, I'm an independent journalist.
Okay, then at this point, I'm going to ask you to put your hands behind your back.
I would like to speak to your supervisor, please.
I don't have to do that right now.
No, it's within your policy.
It's
I'm
not.
asking to speak to your supervisor.
We can speak to him down at the station.
That's not how this works.
I am not under any obligation to have a supervisor
It's your
respond.
policy. Is it not
It's
your
not.
policy?
It's not.
Okay, well, I didn't commit a crime, so you're unlawfully detaining me.
That's fine. All right, just put your hands behind your back.
Excuse me,
Oh, I'm sorry. I was in America. I'm sorry.
sir. Can you please explain?
Please
to
don't
me?
resist.
He's unlawfully.
He's a different department.
Please don't resist.
This guy's arresting me.
I'll give you your phone back.
Please do not turn that off.
Because you're arrested.
I'll just ask you. You've been nice. You put this in my pocket. Can you please call the supervisor?
You can speak to one at the station.
Okay, well, you're opening yourself up for civil litigation.
That's
okay?
fine.
Yes, sir. Finally, the feelings officer here finally takes care of this clown. It took 45 minutes to get to this point, which is absolutely ridiculous and a waste of resources. But yes, there'll be no supervisor here on scene. You'll be able to talk to him when you get to the station because you're gonna get booked. There you go.
Please have like your incident number and stuff.
Oh, you'll get all that.
Thank you.
That's confirmed, time 7.
Yeah, no problem. I'm not going nowhere. No, I know.
We'll just here while he
No problem.
Copy. 33.
No.
Then I will get going with him to the station and just come into the front lobby and tell him you're here for me,
Okay.
and I'll bring it out to you.
Okay.
Okay?
White people get mistreated too. Don't misunderstand.
All right, Daniel, ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, gentlemen.
Okay.
Well, there it is, folks. The end of the video. What an absolute waste of time. 45 minutes to an hour to get this guy out of the building. He ends up leaving in handcuffs. I'm going to sleep better tonight knowing that he was out there fighting for my right to stand in a public place and irritate the crap out of people. Unbelievable. Anyway, I don't know how long Daniel's been around. I don't know how much longer he will be around. But maybe a night in the tombs will slow him down a little bit. I doubt it. Anyway, y'all have a fantastic day. Love y'all. Bye.